What's up, guys? What's up? Happy Friday. I was about to do a video on Sergio Oliva picking a new coach, Boss of Outlaw, when some news came in. It actually was posted almost 40 minutes ago, but viewer Kalyan Krishna shared this with me that Hany Rambod, the pro creator and the winningest coach of all time as far as the Olympia level with 25 or more, it might be like 28 by now, wins at the Olympia in various divisions to his credit, just made a post that he will no longer be coaching. So here's what he had to say. This picture represents the most important people in my life and the selfless support they have both offered me to be able to do what I do as a coach for the Olympians on the greatest stage in the greatest sport in the world. I owe them and you, the fans, so much over these past 30 years, and I want to say thank you. I've also had some time to reflect as I approach my 5th decade in life and evaluated what's most important to me. My son is going to be 12 years old soon, and I truly want to be more involved in his activities and daily life, something my wife has mainly taken up until this point. I don't want to miss any more moments. Coaching at this elite level has given me everything and allowed me to build an incredible life for Cam, Miss Naz, and myself, but it has also taken away time, focus, and presence from them both. This Prague show will be my last as far as prepping elite athletes. I need to focus my time and efforts on my family and shift into a bigger role of sharing my knowledge and experience from the past 30 years with more of you in the bodybuilding community. What's this change going to allow me to do? It's going to give me the opportunity to give back to the bodybuilding and fitness community in a much broader way. Coaching elite athletes at the highest level has narrowed my scope, but helping all level of athletes progress is a passion that I want to go back to. I've realized that I never took the time to truly appreciate many of these hard-fought battles. All I knew was to chase the next championship. Now it feels like the right time to take a deep breath and enjoy the achievements, the journeys, the results, and the memories. These Olympia and Arnold preparations require a level of hyper-focus and mental bandwidth that most can't imagine. They occupy so much of my mind and time to stay at that level. I am grateful to have done it for so many years, but now it's time to evolve and grow. And then he continues right there under that. Thank you again to the NPC IPB Pro League, my followers, to my Evogen team, and especially my family. You have all played a critical role in my career as an Olympia-level coach, and I'm forever grateful. Finally, thank you to all the athletes who allowed me to be part of your individual journeys. Putting your faith and trust in me has been an absolute honor. I've been extremely blessed. I love you all. 25X, hashtag 25X. Okay, 25 Olympia wins to his credit. So that was posted a little less than 40 minutes ago. And he's already, it's already all over the place because that's how the internet and social media works. So yeah, I mean, he's got a boy there, and as a dad myself, a lot of you guys out there are dads, and you know that you can't get that time back. That's the one thing you can never get back with your kids is the time that you could have spent with them. And a lot of guys who are workaholics, who are working constantly, as Hany has been for many years now. He is a hard-working guy, a workaholic, if there ever was one, between the athletes and his company. He wants to be there for his son, and he can't go to the practices and the games and recitals and plays, and he just can't be there all the time because his time has been so consumed with these athletes. Let's see what you guys have to say. So, yeah. So what the F? I guess the big question is going to be, so where does Hany go? Where does Derek Lunsford go? Those are the two main guys. Obviously, there's many, many more athletes. Actually, no, Hany does not work with a ton of athletes. Damn, Seth was about to get him on the horn too. What happened? Nothing happened. He just decided he wants to spend more time with his family, particularly with his son. And he's running a major supplement company, Evogen. He's got his FST7 website, app, all that. I suspect he'll be doing something more along the lines of an app. Hany actually had left me a voicemail as he was getting on a plane for that Dubai Pro show, and said we would be talking about what it was he was going to be doing. I had no idea that he meant he was going to be quitting coaching and moving on to something else. But so I don't know what it is, but he is giving hints. He's dropping hints that it's going to be something that will be able to serve or help a lot more people. So I'm thinking something like an app, something where he can get his knowledge instead of just a one-on-one basis working with people like Bumstead and Derek and Hany, that he'll be able to help and work with some capacity many, many people. Yeah, this is insane. I mean, like I said, the big news I was about to drop was that Sergio Oliva Jr. is now working with Stefan Kinzel, boss of Outlaw. But then Kalyan Krishna, a regular viewer for this channel, one of my favorites here, Kalyan, you are. He just messaged me on Instagram a couple of minutes before I was about to go live with the other story, and this takes precedent. This takes precedent. What happened? Please say it again. Wasn't here. Yeah, Dragon Koos. So it's in his Instagram on Hany Rambod. He's got a fairly lengthy explanation. It's really just a shift in priorities. He's been devoting so much time to these athletes because, you know, these are the elite. He's got 3 Olympia champions in his roster right now, maybe more in other divisions. But Bumstead, he's been working with Bumstead for the past 2 years. He's been working with Hady for a few years, Lunchford for the past couple of years. Very, very time consuming. Plus, he's running a huge, huge supplement company, Evogen Nutrition. That takes a lot of his time and energy. So he doesn't want to miss any more moments with his son. His son's 12, and he's probably at the point where he's like, wow, I have not been present for my son a lot of this time just because I couldn't be. I was so busy working, so busy with these athletes and with my company. He's not going to give up Evogen. That's the company he built from the ground up, Evogen Nutrition. But he is stepping away from coaching. So I don't know what's going to happen to his athletes. They're going to go to somebody. They're going to have to go to somebody else. You're all going to say Boss of Outlaw. Boss of Outlaw can't coach everybody, guys. I mean, if he does, I don't know how well he can do. 2 Mr. Rose is a free agent. This is crazy. Why you block out Trump Towers, huh? What? Is that what's in the picture? I don't know. That's just what's on Hany's picture. He should work with scientists and share all his knowledge about bodybuilding and PDs. There's not so many bodybuilding research papers. I don't think he's got time and end to be in the world of academia right now. He's busy, you know, trying to build a future for his family with his companies and everything. And he's doing a great job of that. The Muscle Machine, who was ready for this? This is crazy. I like the Kevin Leveroni and the Maryland Muscle Machine in your avatar. So he's put his training program. It's called The Truth. Oh, was that there? I didn't, let me see. Let me see if there's a newer post beyond that. No, that's pinned. So that's older. Yeah, that's an old post. That's just him and Bumstead a few days ago. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy that Chris, this might be the very last time. I predict this is the last time we're going to see Bumstead on stage. So this will be his last time as a coach is coaching Chris Bumstead for this show. So I don't believe he's got any other athletes in the Prague show. But you know, he's going out with a bang with Bumstead doing his only open show. I believe it's going to be his only open show. Let's see. Why can't I click on this? Show. Doggone it. There we go. Derek and Hany can hire Samson's wife now. In all seriousness, no, Hany will be missed. Yeah, I mean, I did an interview on this channel 3 days ago with Chad Nichols, and I called him the OG, and a lot of people took offense because they thought I was saying he was the greatest coach of all time, and they were correcting me. Hany is the greatest coach of all time. Greatest coach of all time, you know, that's up for debate. But if you want to talk about Mr. Olympia wins or Olympia wins totals, nobody comes close to Hany. Chad had 10 Mr. Olympia wins to his credit. He had Ronnie, 8 wins, 2 with Big Ramy. And I believe he had a couple other Olympia wins in other divisions, but Hany has 25. I don't think we're going to see that record broken. A blowout year for Simpson winning. This is crazy. I mean, you know, with MD, I used to do in this issue, the issue that would come out in December would have top 10 stories of the year. And the problem with that was we had to have the issue in press by like end of November. So if anything happened after that, it wasn't in the top 10 stories. This would have just made it because we would have just been on the deadline in the next few days. If there still wasn't MD, it's been gone a year now. But how crazy is this, guys? He's retiring with Chris. Goku. Well, I don't think it was planned. I don't think it was planned that he would retire at the same time. I didn't see this coming. Like I said, he did. We had been talking, and he said he was going to. Is it on my phone still? Can I play it? I think it, because he wasn't saying anything. He didn't really tell me anything in the voicemail, in the voice note. Where was this? PJ. Because he left me this voicemail right as he was getting on a plane to, where is it? Was it on WhatsApp maybe? Yeah, I'll find it, guys. I'll find it. Yeah, I think it was on WhatsApp. Honey. No, it must be. I know how to find it, guys. I know how to find it. If I look up Hany, if I put Hany, it'll show up. Hany. Okay. I just want to see if I can play it. No. Anyway, the point is, he was telling me that he wanted me to put some information out there about what he was going to be doing next. So maybe we still be. I could give me a call, Hany. I know he's busy this weekend. He's not going to call me now. But yeah, this is crazy. What do you think Derek and Hany will turn to for coaching? I know you guys are all going to say the hot coach right now is Boss of Outlaw, Stefan Kienzel. Stefan is an awesome coach. There's no doubt about it. But Stefan can't work with everybody. He can't. The problem because he's already got Urs, Martin. Now he's picked up Sean Clarita. I think Brett Wilkins is going to be working with him. He's got a ton of athletes already. The problem is you can't work with a large amount of people and give them all really good, solid attention because it's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah. So take that back. I'll try to find some video I'll leave up while we're putting that up there. Is it Hady and his kids? Wow. I don't know. I assume those are Hady's kids. Maybe. I don't know who that is. Probably a translator. I don't know. Here is with Ronnie. He never coached Ronnie, but he's very good friends with Ronnie. Very good friends. Because they were together when they were both with BSN company. He's with Young LA. Good job. Good job. There he is with Jay. I'll just leave that for a second. So, what about Chupan and Derek? They're going to have to find a new coach. They're going to have to find a new coach. I don't know where they're going to go. I mean, maybe they'll be making that announcement soon themselves. I don't know. I mean, Chris Aceto's still around. He's great. Jansen's done from coaching. There's room. I think George Farah's done. I mean, there's a great opportunity now for up and coming coaches to really make a name for themselves and start working with some very, very top clients because we have some of these top coaches who are working with a lot of the elite athletes walking away. You know, Matt Jansen has walked away. Hany now just retired. I believe George Farah stopped working with open bodybuilders a while ago. Bumstead's got this, yeah. Arlette, fit over 40. Hany, the GOAT in the coaching world. Yeah. It's sad. It's sad, but you know, as a dad, my kids are older now. They're 30 and 25, but I am so happy that I was never a workaholic. I wouldn't call myself lazy. I worked hard for MD, believe me, but I always made time for family and I went to as many, sports games, practices, plays, things like that as I could. I didn't miss too many because I was able to manipulate my schedule. This guy, Hany, was so much busier than I ever was. So there's no way. Stefan getting monopoly. Kasperi Salkonen, did I say it right? I don't know because, like I said, Stefan can't work with everybody. If I'm a top athlete like a Derek Lunsford that we're looking at here, I don't want a coach who's already got 20, 30, 50 other clients. We also have guys like Patrick Tour is really good. There's still a lot of good options out there. Neil Hill, but you want attention. You want to get responses from them. And at the same time, it's not fair if they only respond quickly to the very elite clients that they have and sort of put everyone else unread for a while. And I don't think Stefan's that type of guy. When I interviewed him on this channel a couple months ago, he seemed like an extremely attentive coach, someone who would never treat people like that. That's the picture I used for a thumbnail. Look at that. That was Olympia, Classic Physique Olympia champ 6 times. And Hady and Derek both have one Olympia. They're going to be going for a rematch next year. Yeah, men's Classic Physique. Oh, so he must have had someone. Did he have Classic Physique? I was wondering if did he coach Ryan for I don't know if he did or not. I don't know who coached Ryan the hell's his name? I know his name, guys. I'm just like having a brain F right now. The men's physique Olympia champ. Kalyan. Here we go. Kalyan, thank you so much. Show it on screen, dude. There you go. Kalyan is the guy who made this happen. Yeah, Kalyan Krishna, Kevin Cross. He's the one who gave me the idea for the Chad Nichols interview, which, I would have got around to it. But if he hadn't kept reminding me, I probably never would have happened. I'm a procrastinator. So thank you again, Kalyan. Thank you for the super chat, super thank thing, whatever. And thank you for bringing this to my attention. I probably wouldn't have saw this until when I'm walking Branch, and I'm going to be doing his evening walk soon. If he stops and like sniffs around and poops or something, I'll look at my phone, and I would have seen all these notifications about this, but it would have been too late to do a quick video because the news is like old news by then. Or that's huge news. Heinz Goat, yeah, he'll be okay. I think Derek and Neil Hill. Like I said, I mean, there are some great coaches. There's still plenty of great coaches out there. I mean, Hany is definitely, arguably, the greatest coach our sport has ever seen, as far as producing Olympia champs. And, I've been speaking with Hany for well over 20 years. I want to say like 20. We've known each other over 20 years. And, I did his column. We worked on his column together, which means I would call him every month and we'd talk for an hour or two on the phone. And then I would write up his column for MD based on everything he said, send it to him, and we'd make some revisions. And then anyway, the point is I really got to know Hany pretty well. And I know he's so detail oriented. He cares deeply about all his clients. They all became his friends. And, very few people ever left Hany. I can't think of anybody who ever left Hany. I'm sure there's probably a couple, but most clients never left Hany. They left other coaches, but I can't think of too many people that ever left Hany. Yeah, all I can say is wow, too. I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming at all. And I should have known. I didn't think he was going to quit coaching, but like I said, Hany had messaged me as he was getting on the plane to the Dubai show, the muscle show, the expo thing a couple weeks ago, and he said he wanted to get some news out there about what he was going to be working on next. I had no idea. I still don't know what he means by that, what he's working on next, but I certainly did not expect him to say he was going to be quitting coaching. I mean, who did when he's at the top of his game, but he's doing this for his family. He's doing this for his son, which I have the utmost respect for. And believe me, the coaching, I'm sure I assume these guys paid him. I don't know if the top guys paid him or not. There was athletes with Evogen, so aside from Bumstead. But the point is, he didn't need the money from coaching. He's got his own supplement company and does very well with that, and his FST7 app and so forth. But he enjoyed it. I know he enjoyed taking, in the old days, they called him the pro creator because he used to love taking these guys who were on the cusp of turning pro where they just kept missing it. And he would solve the last couple puzzle pieces. Usually it was condition, and he turned so many guys pro. Those are just fans. Let's talk about losing my legs every day, fast cardio. Yeah, stop doing fasted cardio, Nanny. There's really very little. There's no evidence that fasted cardio burns any more body fat than fed cardio. So eat your damn breakfast or eat something and then wait an hour and then do your cardio, and you won't lose any muscle. Or, if you want to keep doing it fasted, have some essential amino acids before the session. Try to preserve the tissue. But I don't do fasted cardio anymore. And I've watched a lot of Lane Norton's videos and Instagram posts about this, and there really is no evidence that fasted cardio is any more effective in burning fat. So stop doing it. How do you work with Hany on the side? No, I mean, when he says he's not going to work with elite athletes, he's not going to work with them. I don't think he's going to be sneaky and still work with, because he wasn't working with many people anyway. Which is why I always used to laugh when athletes would fire a coach or they were looking for a new coach and people would say, he should hire Hany. You don't hire Hany. Trust me, guys. I know this from speaking with Hany many, many times, and he's so in demand, and his time is very precious to him. He's got his company. He's got his family. He doesn't want to work with a ton of people, so he would only work with a very, very select few people. So that's why I would laugh when people say they should hire Hany. It's not like you can call up Hany and say, you're hired. No, it didn't work like that. It never did. Never did. Kalyan again says, in his defense, what Hany said in his videos, only endeavors besides others, work on a platform to help other budding coaches. Yeah, so I wonder if he's going to come out with a coaching certification program. That would make sense, because he is, a lot of people consider him the GOAT, the greatest coach of all time. So if he came out with a systematic manual, a course where you could study to be Hany Rambod certified prep coach for body, for physique athletes of all divisions, I think it would be very, very successful, because look at his track record. Speaks for itself. He's one of the winningest coaches of all time, the winningest coach at the Olympia level of all time. So yeah, Kalyan, that's what I think he's going to do, if I had to guess. And I do want to talk to Hany. I messaged him about an interview and he didn't answer me, but it's probably because he wanted to drop this announcement himself. And I wanted to ask him about prepping Chris for Open, and he was too busy. Yeah, but we'll see. He's working on a new coaching platform. Yeah. That's what it is. Word is bond. Word is bond. True Hany will. It is true. It's totally true. I mean, it's straight from Hany. Straight from Hany's post. He will definitely take up some business venture, continue cash inflow, definitely go down. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know how much money he was making from coaching. I don't know if he was making any money from coaching, to be honest with you. It might have been. I'm just speculating here. This is totally pulling this out of my ass. But he might have. I'm suspecting that Derek and Hady didn't pay him because they were with his company, Evogen. So, of course, he would. I assume he could coach them gratis for free. They're representing his company. As far as Bumstead, I mean, maybe he was getting paid. Bumstead was paying him, but I don't personally don't think he was. I don't know if he was or wasn't. But I mean, why wouldn't you coach Chris Bumstead for free if you could, just for the clout and just for the to be able to say you coach this amazing athlete? My name is impossible to spell right if you aren't Nordic. Well, you spelled it right there. Is that? Well, actually, we don't have the little things we don't have the right alphabet here. Yeah. Whatever language you're speaking, Swedish or Norwegian or whatever, you have a different alphabet with some other symbols that we don't have. So yeah, you can't spell it right. Didn't ya? Do I think Milos will get Derek or Hady? I don't know. I wonder if, knowing Hany, and he's so conscientious and he cares so much about his athletes, I imagine that he told Derek and Hady about this weeks ago, maybe months ago, that he was planning to do this. And maybe he's helping them select another coach. Maybe he's not, but he wouldn't leave them high and dry. He wouldn't just abandon them like that. I know he wouldn't. So maybe he's working with them as far as like interviewing coaches, who knows, to try to find a suitable replacement. 60 years, 18 winners. Oh, that's the Mr. Olympia itself. That's the Sandow. Yeah, Motivation Monday. This is when he was training Shannon Sharp a few weeks ago. Okay. Not too shabby. Yeah, Hany's actually worked with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as well. I know that in the past. Probably a few other celebrities that we don't even know about. Shannon Sharp there. One of the greatest, what was he, wide receiver? I don't know anything about football, guys. I don't even want to pretend that I do. But there he is with Shannon Sharp. That was Derek. Pretty cool variation on lat pullovers right there with a cable. Oh, I want to steal that. I want to steal that exercise. Boy, Hady's very strong on those Smith machine squats. Yeah, let's go back to your comments, guys. Didn't Hany learn everything from Chad Nichols? I don't think he learned everything. But he did learn a lot from Chad. I do know that. He's spoken about it in the past, so it's not like I don't think it's any secret that when Hany was starting out as a coach, he used to follow Chad around. I think he had a notebook and everything. He asked a lot of questions, took a lot of notes, because at the time he was still coaching Ronnie. So Chad was still very, very much active at the elite level, which he was for a few more years after that anyway. He just had 2 wins with Big Ramy at the Olympia in 2020 and 2021. So we learned a lot from him, but you know, he went beyond. Like anybody who's had a mentor, you certainly learn a lot from that mentor, but then you know, you extrapolate, you add your own knowledge and experience to that, which Hany has. Hany has been doing this for 30 years now. Let's see. Let's bring Hany here. Well, it's not that simple, Muscle Machine. It's not that simple. He's a super busy guy. Super busy. No photo left, Hany. Okay, thank you. I couldn't think of anybody. Ryan Terry, thank you. I couldn't remember his name. Like I said, my mind went blank. Coaches himself. Maybe Derek and Hany will do the same. Maybe. I mean, a lot of guys, even if they know what they need to do, it's good to have a coach to hold you accountable, someone who's going to be objective with you, because it's very hard to be objective looking at yourself those last couple weeks, especially leading into a show. You might see that you're look in the mirror and see something that's not there. Either you think you're in better shape than you are, worse shape. You can't really tell the changes happening day to day and make the adjustments needed. Some people can. Other people do much, much better with a coach to just hand over the reins and say, just tell me what to do, tell me what to take, tell me what to eat, tell me how much cardio to do, and I'll do it. And it works out very well, like athletes in so many other elite sports. Well, how do you be able to come over now? I suppose he's still an employee of Evogen Nutrition. That has not changed. Nothing has changed with Evogen Nutrition and Hany's company, of course. He's stepping away from coaching. He's not leaving his company. That's his company. He started that. He's the owner. I think Chad Nichols is a very strong argument, also be best coach. I mean, he's very good. Chad's he coached his wife Kim to 4 Olympias. I think he coached Linda to 2 or 3 after she made her comeback a few years later. Like I said, he's got 8 wins with Ronnie Coleman, 2 with Big Ramy. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, Chad, Derek equals Neil. Do you think Derek will go to Neil? Maybe. I just said that. You never know. You never know. You never know. Good call, Mike Cox. What did Mike say? I missed it. Oh, Derek to Neil. Yeah, Neil's very good. He did a great job with Flex Lewis. He's been doing a great job with Rafael Brandao. I reckon I have to pull my socks mesh across from master's PhD in exercise science. How do you say they're not pursuing to aspiring coaches like myself? Yeah. I mean, coaching is not going anywhere. And like I said, my suspicion here, I strongly suspect that Hany will be developing, if he hasn't already developed it, some sort of platform, either an app or a certification program where he will educate aspiring coaches or people that are already coaching into his methods. And, I'm sure they'll have to learn all his methods and everything he wants them to know as far as information on nutrition, PEDs, supplementation, training, all that in a real comprehensive program to become not personal trainers, to become certified coaches under his banner. That's my suspicion. I would be very surprised if that's not what he has in store for us. Boss will have to learn Iranian. They actually speak Farsi. The language is Farsi. And speak loudly to get ready for Hany. Well, that's kind of a little knock on Hany being hearing impaired. Yeah. Hany and Derek might hire Marlena. I don't think Marlena's looked. I'm sure Marlena's DMs have been blowing up since the Olympia with people wanting her to coach them because she did coach her husband Simpson Dowda to the Olympia. I don't know if Marlena is interested in being a full-time contest prep coach. I don't think she is. Maybe I'm wrong. Kasperi, Finnish. We have some alphabets that differ from English in general. Spelling is different. Yeah, Finland. That's Scandinavia, all right. Yeah. Beyonce charged Kamala $10 million. I heard it was only $1 million. Yeah, Alberto. I don't want to talk politics, but Kamala blew $1 billion and spent an additional $20 million on her campaign, and a lot of it seems to have gone toward celebrity endorsements, paying celebrities to say how great she is and that they were going to vote for her. That works about as well as buying Instagram followers. Sim's wife coaching jokes aren't funny. It's overdone. Yeah, I agree. And now the Mike Van Wyck coach will tackle judges. Well, Mike Van Wyck's old news. Even Wes Watson, which I never did a video on, only because I wasn't familiar with them. I should have jumped on the Wes Watson bandwagon because all these videos about Wes Watson were getting disgustingly high views, like hundreds of thousands, sometimes over 1 million views from people like had never even heard of the guy, which I never heard of the guy. until a few weeks ago. Anyway, Lee Carmichael didn't see this coming. No. Giles should get into coaching. He has no interest in that thing. No interest at all. Giles is very busy. He's doing the pay-per-view for the Prague show this weekend. He just did the pay-per-view commentary for Romania last weekend. He's got a Ronnie Coleman tour coming up next week. He's got a total of 10 Olympia All-Star tours he did this year. And I think he wants to do 15 for 2025. So he's very, very busy, which is great. It's good to be busy. Maybe Mo got a heads up from Hany. Nah, I don't think that was it. Would this impact Derek and Hany, especially Derek, since he had trouble with his conditioning up till? Yeah, I mean, either he's going to coach himself or he's going to find another coach. And who else is as good as Hany? I mean, right now, the hot coach that everyone wants is Boss of Outlaw, Stefan Kienzle. Maybe he'll take him on. I don't know how much room Stefan has, how much time he has available to coach more people. I don't know. There's one about it. Boss of Outlaw probably going to be coaching the entire Mr. Olympia lineup. Well, it's funny. I did the Chad interview, and it's when we were done recording, we talked for a few more minutes, and he told me there was one Mr. Olympia where he had 12 competitors in the Mr. Olympia that year. 12. And he said he didn't sleep. He slept a total of like 4 hours that week, Olympia week, because he was just constantly going from hotel room to hotel room, checking on the guys, talking to them, making them pose, making adjustments with their carbs or water, the sodium, God knows what. So I don't know. I don't think Boss can coach everybody in the Mr. Olympia. Paying celebrity opinion didn't work in 20. Yeah, I don't think it ever works because, as much as America seems to worship celebrities, I don't think we put too much stock in their political opinions. I mean, I wouldn't vote for anybody that Kim Kardashian said to vote for or said she was going to vote for. I mean, who the hell is she? Her opinion means nothing to me. Same thing with people like Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Cardi B. I could give a rat's ass about who they're going to vote for, who they think I'm going to vote for. I would never listen to people like that. Keep it clean. You better than that. Would you consider coaching at the top level? I'm not qualified, Deng Tui. I'm not. And I say that out of I'm not being humble at all. I'm being very, very honest with you guys. I am not qualified to coach at the Mr. Olympia level or the Arnold. At the pro level, I don't know enough about PEDs. I know a little bit. I can coach people for the local level, even national level. I've done that a couple of times now, masters people and so forth. But I don't have that much knowledge about that stuff. I'm not that knowledgeable. But yeah, this is pretty shocking news, man. I'm as shocked as all you guys are. I mean, like I said, Hany was supposed to call me after Dubai. He never did, but apparently this is part of the news that I would have found out. But maybe he didn't trust me to keep it quiet because I am a journalist and I do have a YouTube channel. So maybe he's thinking, I can't tell Ron. Ron's going to freaking blab it all over the place. He wanted to drop the announcement himself, which he did. And yeah, it's so shocking. So shocking. Wow. Yeah. What do we got there? Anything else? Anything else I want to show while we're talking? I should turn the light on. That was Derek. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with these guys. That's a great question. Who will coach Derek? Who will coach Hany? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting. Anyway, guys, I guess that's it. I don't have any more to say on the subject. If you want to read Hany's full explanation as to why he decided to step away from coaching, it is because he wants to spend more time with his wife and especially his son, Cameron, who's 12 now. And, when we say all you parents out there who have raised children, you know that they grow up so fast is a cliche, but it is so true. It's like you blink and they go from a baby to a toddler, then they're in kindergarten, then they're in, 6th grade, middle school, high school, college. And before you know it, you're looking at an adult human being and like, that's the baby that I used to carry around, change his or her diapers. This grown-ass man or woman standing in front of me. It's crazy. So time flies, and Cameron, his son, is already 12, doesn't have a lot of time left that Cameron's still going to be a kid. He'll be a teenager next year, and then it'll be high school and college. I mean, this time's going to fly by, and he doesn't want to miss any more time with his son. And I have so much respect for that. especially someone who's at the top of his game, as Hany is and was. He's the GOAT of coaching right now. He's got the most Olympia wins. He's highly respected all over the world. Everybody knows him. Everybody has so much respect for his abilities as a coach, and for him to have the courage to step away from something that's so rewarding. It's amazing. So I wish him the most success. I would love to get him on. I'm going to see if I can get him on. We'll see if he'll talk to me. I know he's super busy. We are friends, but he's very, very busy guy. And he's got his own podcast, which I'm sure he's going to delve into this in detail and talk to everyone about the decision. But in the meantime, that's it for now, guys. I will be doing a video tomorrow on the first look at Chris Bumstead as an open bodybuilder in Prague. That judging is taking place tomorrow. So judging is going to happen in Czech Republic at 8 p.m. That's going to be 2 p.m. This is open judging. They're only going to be the only pro division they're judging tomorrow, Saturday, is open bodybuilding. That's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll put that up. I did make a, where did I put it? If you want to get the pay-per-view, it is going to be at evls.cz is the website, and there's a link right there for the live stream. For the stream, you want to click on that. So Bumstead will go on tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern on that live stream. The finals are going to start Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. over in Czech Republic in Prague, but they're going to go through all the divisions. So I don't think we're going to see the open men until, I don't know, 3 p.m., 4 p.m., who knows? I have no idea how long it's going to take. We'll see. A couple more comments, and I'm going to take off because I think I've said everything. Hany also dropped a YouTube video about this. Okay. Abdullah has not retired. I don't care. Hulk Hogan votes for either. Okay. Yeah. Hany's channel is called Hany Rambod, I think. So check that out. I don't think we'll see Hany compete to Mr. Olympia. He will stay with Evasion. Why wouldn't he? That's been his ticket to getting a visa to the U.S. as being an employee of an American-based supplement company. He's not going anywhere with Evasion. No, that's not going to happen. I don't find any celebrities at the airports leaving the United States. Yeah, there was dozens and dozens of them saying they were going to leave the USA if Trump won, and I haven't seen one leave. So empty promises. Saying as European, our government media is crazy biased for left and trash Trump for months. Oh, our media, our mainstream media here, most of it, the vast majority of it is extremely biased toward the left, hated Trump, was all for Kamala. So we did not see a fair and impartial media coverage of this last presidential campaign. Hany retired on top. Yeah, he went away with, here, I dropped the podcast about this. Well, he probably had that ready to go. So check that out on his channel. He lost to Marlena. That's funny. In the grand scheme, he was still a top coach. Yeah. Trump is going to stop that work visa. I don't know. I mean, I hope not. I mean, Hany's a great champion. He's a hardworking, humble guy. I really hope the change in presidential administration does not affect Hany Chupan's ability to get to the U.S. I hope not. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take off. Going to go walk my doggy Branch, the pit bull. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will be back here tomorrow to give you guys a first look at Chris Bumstead as an open as soon as that live stream wraps up. I'm not going to do it while the live stream is running. But anyway, talk to you guys here tomorrow. Put your notifications on and you'll know when that's coming on. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.